y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a beautifully sunny and blessed day. Today's video is going to be all about how I capture moments in The Sims 4 without relying on photo mods. Don't get me wrong, I love using mods that make photography easier because you and I both know this particular skill/tool is very difficult to use in The Sims 4, but there was a time when I had zero access to any mods at all, and even now with my vanilla Let's Play series, I still use the tools the game provides. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I get beautiful photos and screenshots using base game tricks and packs you might already own. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright y'all, let's start with the basics. The base game camera is pretty simple, but you can still get great shots if you use a few tricks, such as the tab camera option to frame your screenshots. Take advantage of the natural in-game light. Mornings and evenings are perfect for this. So similar to how in real life, whenever you are taking photos, you have certain points in the day that's like golden hour where the lighting is perfection. The same applies for Sims 4. There are different points within the day in game that the lighting is just going to be better regardless of if you have a mod that fixes the lighting or not. Trust me, you will thank me later. Use objects like walls, trees, and furniture to set the scene without having to use mods or any sort of screen background from the previous packs like Moschino, Get Famous, etc. You can set up a scene so easy. For example, if your sim is getting married and you want to have bridal photos, but you don't have the backgrounds that come with the Moschino and Get Famous packs, just build a room out and set it up with things that feel like it's bridal to you. Maybe even add a wedding arch and just have your sims do normal interactions that are considered romantic. So whether that's hugging or embracing each other, or maybe even doing a little light peck on the cheek, whatever the case may be, if you capture that moment relatively quickly, that's going to make for a great screenshot, which brings me to my last point. And that is pose the sims using in-game interactions for natural expressions. So what I mean by that is if you can time it right, your sims have really cute and unique interactions that they do with other sims. So for example, one that comes to the top of my head is the stargazing interaction or the cloud gazing interaction, especially if you use a picnic bench or a park bench for this interaction. Your sims both will have this really cute looking up at the stars or looking up at the sky and pointing. That makes for an excellent screenshot. A base game unfortunately doesn't give us a full studio setup, but that doesn't mean that you still can't capture great storytelling moments beautifully, and that is just by using angles, lighting, and timing. Now let's talk about packs that level up your photos. The first one that comes to mind is the Moschino Stuff Pack. This is definitely a game changer for photography because it gives you professional lighting, tripods, and backdrops. It also comes with a freelancer photography career if that is something that you're into, but with all of the build buy items that it comes with, as well as the skill building items, you can create mini studio spaces for your sims to have photo shoots in. Next is the Get to Work EP. I'm not at all suggesting you buy an expansion pack just for photography. Full disclaimer, but this pack does come with the Retail Studio backdrop. It's simple but effective for posed portraits. Get Famous also adds very beautiful props and lighting, as well as set pieces that you could repurpose into a custom photo shoot scene. So with all of these combined pieces from these packs that I've talked about, you could definitely get a professional looking portrait, screenshot, what have you, in a fully vanilla setup. No CC, no mods necessary. The method that I have been using the most in my saves is I'll usually pick one sim either within the household or within my entire save and max their photography skill, that sim will usually become a built-in photographer for all of my needs. They're the one that I'll use for family portraits, holiday photos, storytelling purposes, etc. When I want a more styled photo shoot, I'll usually set up a temporary studio using a lot of the packs that I've mentioned earlier for the lighting and backdrops, etc. I'll sometimes even decorate a corner of the house or build a small room off to the side just for photo shoots. It's quick, it's easy, and it works perfectly with no mods at all. To end the video, here's a fun idea to add both story and utility to your save. Create a sim in CAS and let them become the designated photographer of your town. With the Business and Hobbies expansion pack or with the Get to Work expansion pack, you could, in theory, run a small photography studio as a business. Set up different backdrop rooms, add props, create themed spaces, whatever fits. Then use the floor markers to position Sims, take the photos, and gift the finished picture to your Sims client. It's a very cozy, immersive way to weave photography into everyday gameplay while capturing those moments of your Sims. Now, I will say I have a designated photographer already. Her name is Rebecca. She's running a small business out of her studio apartment. And unfortunately, with the Businesses and Hobbies, there's not an activity for the customers to either have their picture taken or take photos. So what I've done is I set the activity to be friendly. They pay a one-time entrance fee. Rebecca will then take their photo and gift it to them. She could also keep a couple of them to sort of add to her portfolio and basically display her work. Let me know if you guys try this. I'd love to hear what your sim photographer gets up to. With that being said, thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed these tips and maybe want to see more gameplay ideas in the future, just leave a little like. I would appreciate it. Comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what kind of photos you're capturing right now in your game. I love hearing about everyone's creativity in The Sims. It's so much fun. But with that being said, God bless, have a great day, be safe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.